All right, back to these cannibal movies. Luckily, we are getting, down the barrel to the lower level ones, and we're almost out of the jungle here. But here we have a very, very sleazy movie. It's basically sexploitation mixed with the success of the Italian cannibal movies, especially after Ruggero Deodato's Last Cannibal World or Jungle Holocaust came out. The same year as this, 77. Emanuelle and the Last Cannibals, also known as Trap Them and Kill Them, which, I kind of prefer that title, and the Italian title, Emanuelle e gli ultimi cannibali. Now, two things to note about this movie. One, it is directed by Joe D'Amato, who I really enjoy as a director. I like a lot of his horror movies. I love Anthropophagus, I love Absurd, Beyond the Darkness, Death Smiles on a Murderer, but I never really got into a lot of his movies because he did a lot of softcore and hardcore sexploitation and just straight up pornos. He directed hundreds of movies, kind of like Jess Franco, who also has two cannibal movies that we'll get to eventually. But this movie is part of a whole series of movies with Emanuelle, Black Emanuelle, because there was a French movie, right? That was a softcore porn called Emanuelle, and the Black Emanuelle series basically ripped that off. And I think D'Amato directed most of those. There's maybe 5 or 6 of them. I think there's one after this one. So you have a very sleazy movie starring Laura Gemser as Emanuelle, and I'm pretty sure her husband is the other guy in this movie. She acted alongside her husband. And there's another face or two that I recognize from a giallo or two. The score is very good. That's one thing I'll give it. I forgot who did it. It's Nico something. I forget his last name. He does some good scores, but for the most part, it's fun. It's entertaining. There's some cannibal stuff. It's a little bit light, actually, on all the cannibal stuff. You have Emanuelle, who's a journalist, and she ends up meeting a crazy bitch in a mental institution, and she sees a tattoo, like a tribal tattoo, above her vagina. And she ends up going on an expedition into the jungle. Like all of these movies, some real animal killings, although I didn't notice as many. I feel like there's a lot less in this movie. And that's probably because he had to make room for all the fucking. Every 10 minutes or so in this movie, there's some couple fucking, or two female characters petting each other, a woman masturbating while looking at some tribesmen outside. All sleaze as sleaze can get until the cannibals show up later in the movie. And you get some good practical effects. Some look good, some look pretty fucking laughable. But it's nothing that you haven't seen before if you've seen Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, Eaten Alive, Mountain of the Cannibal God, Last Cannibal World. Those are pretty much the pillar movies of this short-lived, thankfully, it depends on you, subgenre of Italian film. Now, is it possible that I may enjoy this movie more if I was a fan of the whole Black Emanuelle franchise and those movies? I don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I severely doubt it. No, 100% actually. It wouldn't make a difference. But this was fun. It's entertaining enough. I actually think Man from Deep River by Lenzi, the first cannibal movie, is a lot more boring and slow-paced than this movie is. But it's Joe D'Amato, so you expect that level of cheese, sleaziness, softcore porn elements. This is basically, like I said, sexploitation merged together with the Italian cannibal film. And the results, they're fun, nothing great. So have you seen Emanuelle and the Last Cannibals, or Trap Them and Kill Them? I really like that title better. Why didn't they go with that? I know it's part of the whole franchise or series of movies, but still, Trap Them and Kill Them, that should be required to be the name this movie's called. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know if you've seen other Emanuelle films. Let me know if they're worth checking out, because all I felt like this movie was, despite a little bit of entertainment, was almost a trap to try to get you to jerk off to a cannibal film. And I didn't fall for it. All right, guys, take care. I'll talk to you later.